Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to give you guys a beast build. And it's a little bit different than most of the beast builds because it's probably the only video I'm going to upload playing actual beast while not playing Baron Rivendare. And while it's rare that you can pull this off, I think this video should demonstrate that, well, it's actually possible. Often, beforehand at least, I would kind of give up on playing Beast if I didn't find Baron, but it seems like right now, with the mid-range meta going full swing, you don't quite need to go like super intergalactic build strats, stats, all that. Just being above the mid-range builds that people are slinging, it's kind of good enough. So give it a try, and we'll see you guys next time. Now let's go Silas. Oh, I don't have a beef with him at all. I just said I didn't feel like watching the whole apology video. It's the one thing that hits me with apology videos. When I'm like halfway through and I'm thinking to myself, wow, this person is under no fault at all, right? That's when like my bullshit meter just is like, no. Nah. I'm out. Oh yeah, we need to buy tickets. Guild Wars 2 story is literally why I watch the stream. We get the Guild Wars 2 story about once a year. We're long overdue. Alright, I'll do a condensed Guild Wars 2 story, guys. So here's what happened in Guild Wars 2. So Guild Wars 2 comes out. I'm like, okay, whatever, this game's kinda alright. So we try it, we play it. Yeah, I had my own guild. Had like 500 people in it. And Guild Wars 2 it has two things that you farm. It has like karma and it has gold. And you can use gold to buy shit off the auction house. And there were a number of things that you could do to trade karma for gold, like buying an item for karma and putting it on the auction house for gold, a number of other things. So I don't remember exactly the significance of the amount of gold, but basically a few days after the game came out, someone told me there are some cooking recipes that only use karma ingredients, and you can sell the item that you get off of it for a pretty decent chunk of gold. Like, because karma was pretty useless at that point. So I did that. I made 8 gold, which was like not a lot even compared to what I had on my account at the time without buying anything. Like, I just bought the game.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then.
And then the servers go down and I try to log back in and I couldn't. So like 30 minutes after I did this, 30 minutes after I made like 8 gold, I couldn't log in. So I reached like some support guy, and yeah, they told me my account was banned permanently. Seriously. They didn't, like, the game was so new, they didn't have like a you're banned thing. Like, just like outed my account. And it instantly became a meme. Because like at the time I used like the Mumble server. Like one guy who's a regular on the Mumble server, he's like, dude, I have 100 bots, none of them have been banned. This is hilarious. I'm like sitting there, I'm like, yeah. My guild of 500 people was fucked because you couldn't offload permissions to like admins or something. Only the guild leader had like actual control over a guild. That's how they made the game. So my guild was fucked. There's 500 people in it. And people also told me that there were much better cooking recipes to make this conversion. Like, I didn't even do a good one. And I made, like, no gold. And they permanently banned me. It wasn't like a, you know, one day ban, whatever. No. My account was done. So I'm like, I'll make another account, right? I made another account and stuff, and I asked like what happened, and I think I made a YouTube video where I told people if this is not resolved, I'll do a guide on how to charge back the game, because for a fact, a lot of people were playing that game because of me. Like, I made the guild and had 500 people in it instantly. That's the cap. Okay, might not be able to play anymore. If you want your money back, I'll show you how to get your money back. And there were ways to get. You could just you could PayPal refund, for example. So anyway, I get a call from was it Ubisoft that owned ArenaNet? I don't remember. Some big ass company. And he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, we're all friends here. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Yeah, well, we can suspend. We can lower your permanent ban to a 3-day suspension. This is like 3 days into the game, so like getting suspended for like half the time that the game's been available." NCSoft, yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, we'll keep in touch and whatever." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And I asked them if I could play the other account. They're like, "Yeah." And I asked them, like, "Why did I get banned to begin with?" And the answer was... Let's go for one of these.
It's good to get some minions in play.
The answer was advertising an exploit. I was advertising an exploit because I was streaming when I was literally buying items from a vendor and making a recipe and then selling the result. Like, I could have done that accidentally by leveling cooking. Yeah, I sold items to a vendor. Whoa. Advertising an exploit. It was a bad exploit. It was not worth the karma. Yeah, apparently there were other recipes that were much, much better than the one that I used. Okay. So... Oh, by the way, when the whatever CEO of NCSoft, whatever, when he's like, we'll keep in touch, never heard from him again. Never heard from him again. That was the last I ever talked to him. Or anyone from that company, actually. Anyway. So, debated, yeah. So what happened, like, a day after this. A day, alright? I'm gonna do here. I think I'm pretty strong. I think I can level, even if it's, Millhouse. Ooh. I'd be interested to take that on. One day later, they make a patch. They introduce like a new vendor that sells some items, and there's like 4 of these vendors around the world. And in this MMO, it like costs money to teleport, so people like just walk throughout the world. So in like 4 corners of the world, they put this new vendor, has some gear on it. It's not like that good of a gear, but whatever. One of the vendors had items that were priced 10 times less than the other 3. And some people bought a lot of those items and salvaged them, or used like the forge to create new items from them. And within hours of this happening, they permanently banned every single account that did this. And I was reading Reddit at the time, including people that had no idea they were exploiting. There were literally posts that was like, "Dude, you put a vendor in the game. I went to the vendor and bought some of the items." It's like, permanently banned, right? Yeah, dude. Fucking cheater. Again, it's different if like there were a bunch of vendors all in... No, it's an MMO where you pay money to teleport. Like, there were people that didn't even know about the other 3 vendors. They just went to the one that was closest to them and bought some items off of it. So, people were not very happy that their account was banned because of that. And it was around this time that my 72-hour suspension was up. Yeah, it's Guild Wars 2.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Never satisfied.
And what they did is they told people that they'll unban everyone, and what everyone wants to do to stay unbanned is immediately delete all of the materials, items crafted, gold generated or items forged from buying items from that vendor, then email them a written apology. I shit you not. And that was the point where I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm playing this game anymore. Yeah. Now, the problem is that because it's the internet, people thought I got banned for, like, actually doing this exploit, because some people, like, forged items and bought, like, thousands of discounted items. There were some people who actually did heavily exploit, but at the same time, they also banned people that, like, bought a few of the items for their own character and didn't even know they were buying them at a discount. They didn't even know. Alright.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
I think the Gentle Genie can actually become a build. So we'll go with that for now. Fast forward like 1 month later, and crafting items that cost karma ingredients and selling them for gold is what everyone did to make gold. So like 1 month later, after this whole fiasco that resulted in my first account being permanently banned and fucking over my 500 player guild, yeah, this is just what you did to play the game. It was just like a game mechanic. Yeah, no big deal, boys. No big deal. When someone tells stories like this and there's no guilt, I tend to be very suspicious. So at the time, I wasn't aware of many exploits in Guild Wars, so I didn't realize I was doing something exploitive, but maybe it should have been considered an exploit. I don't think so, but you know, they were pretty tight on their game. Some games they don't give a fuck.
Keep up the momentum,
Right.
friend.
But the way they reacted to it was ridiculous. Like, dude, I had a contact with their company. One of the people who worked for their company was in my guild. His name was like Orange. All the guy had to do is tell me not to do that, and I would have stopped. Right, so, yeah, I think all they had to do is like just act more reasonably than like permanently ban my account.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Oh wait, there's a dude there. Let's see what we get off this thing. Nothing good. Okay, fine. Beasts? I usually do not recommend that, but I think in this case, it's okay. Origin story of Salt? No. The other band story that was kind of interesting was Neverwinter Nights. That was a game where everything was an exploit. Like, one of the skills was, like, vacuum a bunch of monsters into the air, and then you just throw them off a cliff and they all die. Like, that's a class. I love that game. Everything was an exploit in that game. And in that game, yeah, we exploited tons of shit. And I got suspended for, like, 3 days or something. The reason I stopped playing that game is
A good tactical choice.
actually a pretty strong card. The reason I stopped playing that game is after they suspended my account, there's no reason given. So I emailed them, and they actually took the time to email me back, like a written email, not like a copy paste. And they said, yeah, we're sorry, but you were suspended. The reason that you were suspended is that you broke the terms of service. And I said, here is our terms of service, and they linked me their terms of service, which is like 87 pages long. So yeah, I couldn't play that game because like I know the whole game was exploits and stuff. Like the whole game was like doing really crazy shit. That's why I liked it, but I couldn't play the game because I don't know what was an exploit and what was an exploit. I don't know. Like, you tell me not to do something, I won't do it. It's fine. Right? I'll play by the rules. I just don't know what the rules are. So I asked what the rules are, and they're like, nah. Nah, I'm not gonna tell you. No, I didn't do anything like dupe items, no. It wasn't just that, like, fine, I'll go for it.
A good tactical choice.
We got mechs in this one, that's okay. Alright. Just have to hope I attack first. So, when I played Neverwinter Nights, I played in a full group. Everything I did was in a full group. It was with the same full group, because it was our Path of Exile group. Great guys, by the way, I love them. And there were 4 of us. 2 of us got a 72-hour suspension, and 2 of us, nothing happened. And every single thing we did as a group. So like that's why I asked them what I got banned for. Like I couldn't figure it out. Couldn't figure it out. Did you ever read the 89-page TOS? I have to come clean. I did not, in fact, read the 89-page terms of service.
My shield for Argus.
Okay. Reading TOS stream. That was a very enjoyable story. I have to tell you... Okay, I was about to say that video game developers have become a lot better with the people that play their games. But no, I actually have to take that back. I don't think that's the case at all. I think video game developers realized how much money streamers make them, so they'll give them special treatment all day long. That's what I meant to say. That has changed over the years. Thank you, video game developers.
You're good at this.
Well, no Baron, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't have a Baron. I bought this for that, but if I, it's not worth selling like a Hydra. Parrots. No parrots, no Barons. But this might be good enough, I don't know. It's not bad. Putting the shield on is not really worth, no. Baron permaban for exploits, yeah. More story, please. And then they lived happily ever after because developers love streamers. Yes, please. Hey, I won. Would I work for Blizzard if they offered me 10 million bucks? Yeah. What?